Hello everyone, I am your teacher Danny of Paliparan 3 Senior High School. Today we'll discuss about the arts and its visual elements. Let's define first what is arts. Arts refers to the theory and physical expression of creativity found in human societies and cultures. We have different major constituents of arts. Number one is literature. It includes poetry, novels, short stories, and epic poetry. The second one is performing arts. Among them, we have music, dance, and theater. The third constituent is the visual arts. It includes drawing, painting, photography, ceramic sculpting, and the last one is architecture. It is the art of designing and constructing buildings. We have different meaning of visuals. The number one is relating to or use in vision, visual organs. Second is attain or maintain by sight, visual impressions. Third is visual or visible, visual objects. Next one is producing mental images, vivid. Five, done or executed by sight, only visual navigation. And the last one, relating to or employing visual aids. We have different elements of arts. The number one is line. It refers to a prolongation of a point or a mark on a surface. A solid line can be used in order to define form, while the broken line are typically used to suggest hidden forms. Lines are also used to suggest dimensions and to guide movement. The next one, we have shape and mass. It refers to an area with boundaries, identified or drawn using lines. Shape may be based on natural or living forms. This shape is called an organic shape and can be irregular or rounded. These are the example of different shape. We have the two-dimensional and a three-dimensional. Shape, on other hand, is called a geometric shape, in contrast to shape, which is two-dimensional, and the mass refers to solid portion of a three-dimensional object. The next one is color. It refers to a visual perception that allows a person to differentiate objects used to the way various wavelengths of light are reflected. Color is a very important element because it can communicate information and emotion to the viewer. We have three properties of color. The first one is hue. It refers to the basic or pure color and is represented in a color wheel. The next is the value. It refers to the lightness and dullness of color. A light color or tint is a result of adding white to the hue, while a dark color or shape results from adding black to the hue. The next one is the saturation. It refers to brightness and dullness of color. It is also referred to as purity of the color. A bright color can be produced by adding more pigment to the same hue, while a dull color can be produced by adding gray or the color complement to the pigment. This is now the example of the color wheel. We have the primary color and the secondary color. A color wheel, which is an arrangement of primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. An important tool to identify which colors can work well if used in a certain artwork. We also have the color schemes. The first is the monochromatic. This color involves using the same hue with different gradients of value. The next is the analogous. Entails the use of three or four adjacent colors of the color wheel. Complementary involves the use of a color and its complement, meaning the color located opposite to the first color. The next is the split complementary. It is a close relative to the complementary color scheme, but instead of using the color's complement, this scheme uses the two colors adjacent to the complement. Next, we have the triadic. It uses three colors that are of equal distance with each other. The next one is the tetradic. It also known as double complementary color scheme. This uses two pairs of complementary colors. As we all know, that value refers to the lightness or darkness of an area. These elements is evident in creating shadows for the two-dimensional object to give an illusion of depth. Next one is the texture. It refers to the feel or appearance of a surface. A person may be described texture if the surface is either smooth or rough, also described as actual or implied. The space refers to the area that is occupied by an object or a subject, as well as the area surrounding the object or subject. An illusion of space can still be created in a two-dimensional surface using perspective. The time and motion is a movement in the visual arts can either be an illusion or an actual motion. An illusion of movement is more common in two-dimensional artwork. For example, is the atmospheric perspective. Another one is the linear perspective. Another one is the kinetic sculpture. And the next one is painting with implied motion. Thank you and have a nice day.